When you see that field of blue, you know it can be only one place in the world. Boise, Idaho, on the campus of Boise State and home to the fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the East Carolina Pirates, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Broncos will put toe to leather to crank us up. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the East Carolina Pirates up.
She's a freak. That Wayne album is trash, though. I can't believe Wayne put that out, though. That shit disappointing, bro. Put that out, bro. Hey, this is quarter 6, bro. Nigga, what were you thinking, bro? What was your thought process here, man? I'm gonna appeal to everybody, man. Fuck everybody, nigga. Fuck with your real fans, man. The black community, man. You putting out this I don't know what they call that shit you put out, man. Niggas ain't fucking with it, man. Like the black people, the black community is just not vibing with that album. She's a freak.
Good job, my brother. We rocking with you.
Boy, sniff that damn bag and shit, little boy.
First possession of the game. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention, both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
Hold it, open.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, look out, there he goes. The 40, at the 20, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Purple Pirates.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Broncos offense will take the field for the first time. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
Here comes the offense on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Nelson. Oh, makes a diving snag along the right sideline.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play action game.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
The Broncos will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Man. And
They got somebody with takeoff because they went straight to the fly route, bro. They didn't hesitate. They went straight fly. Yep, they went straight takeoff. Cameron Bates. So this fucking faggot here, bro. This bitch. He was a bum. All he's a streak artist. Just a bomb.
into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Montgomery. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They'll keep it on the ground. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Gets it out quickly. Still running at the 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
How about that start? This dude is in fuego. Over 100 yards receiving already. You could tell there's a matchup they like, and they're going to exploit it, continuing to feature this wide receiver who's just chewing up yards.
They go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Second down.
On the ground, it's Bond. At the 35, he's loose. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The give to the back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Pirates trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And the Pirates want to crank the tempo. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
He'll bring it out. It's Silva. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Back to pass, it's Nelson. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Quick handoff. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He's looking to throw. Puts him in the spin cycle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Going up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Wagner. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. The Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella.
Why are you jogging? Ain't nobody over there but you.
He gets it to the 40 and it's a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Using the quick game. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down, you can get yards like that turning around and hitting.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Fielded in the end zone. It's Montgomery. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just raw. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Give to the single back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. And you can have that kind of success on first down running the football. It just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Still on his feet at the 45. Nothing but green ahead. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, East Carolina.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put a...
Snags it inside the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Going to the running game. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Looking to pass. It's Nelson. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Slips through the line, and the coverage team able to make the tackle. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback will audible. Trying play action. Stands in and takes the hit. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see that.
Like they just be doing the fugaziest crap, dog. They got 90-something hands. He drops that, bro.
Long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Looking for a block. It's Bates. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. At the 40, there he goes. They wrestle him to the ground, and he's got ready for a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They're bringing heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
Give to the back. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Broncos want to move quickly.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Dropping back, it's Nelson. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! Big time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you...
He'll off one deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already. Heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
The give to the left. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, ECU.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Wisconsin was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Camp Randall. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Badgers crowd who heads for the gates with the win. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. And we've seen them at any area of the field.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. To the air, it's Nelson. Zings it complete to the right. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down to 40. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the ball will bounce it to 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do...
He's looking deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah,
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the pass
Fuck
is
you, Bates.
intercepted. And he'll be
Can't stand your sorry
marked
ass.
down, but what a play to come
Bum,
up with that
nigga.
interception.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
On first down, here comes this offense. Here's the give off the left side. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Here's the handoff. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man.
Trying to beat the D deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, he's looking downfield. He'll pull it down. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Boise to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
The Pirates will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively, and you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
The Broncos are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Nelson. Got his man down the middle. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense. chance at picking up a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. To the ground with the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Dialing up a second down pass play. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And that is the job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Running it back, it's Montgomery. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll leave it with him. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Pocket fires deep toward the end zone.
Yo, why you gotta
And
kill my dude, bro?
coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It is good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it...
Sit your ass down here.
sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point in the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Nelson. Gonna take a shot. Pulls it in on the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They give it to him again. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. The Broncos have moved it inside the 20. Now they'll run the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 10 over Tulane. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Boise State ready to send out that offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step too here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll put the tight end in motion. On the move, it's Riley. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Man. As the officials take a break to let him be checked out. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Tough sledding in there, picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more.
Brought down at the 21.
And the Broncos will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll go to the ground. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback checking the play. The play action fake. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Grabs it inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And that play is going to just ignite this offense. You got to take a shot. You want to be aggressive. What an individual effort here by the receiver hauling in that catch.
The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
Touchdown, East Carolina! And the pummeling has started. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he knocked that one right down the middle.
That makes the score East Carolina 55, Boise State 20.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
And here's the return. And the returner is stopped. First down here for the offense. Got the quick completion. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. going with the ground game left. Still running at the 40. An explosive play to wrap up the third quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before he carried some momentum for his team into the fourth quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never...
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and...
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Looking for space, it's Bond. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter, with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Pulls it in. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. And thank goodness for those new age throwing techniques. It takes wear and tear off your arm because it ought to be tired by now over 450.
This guy can throw from all the different arm slots and arm angles he wants, Reese, but the end result is always the same. Completions and touchdowns. This dude's a machine.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
The Pirates are on the move. They'll try the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think that you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
And the Pirates have a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
It's first down from the 11. Looking for space, it's Montgomery. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did, Be interesting to see what the offense does.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, ECU! And the stomping has commenced. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided...
Get down.
They'll take the touchback. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Got his man quickly.
Slants against man, that wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Wants to throw on first down. He makes a grab. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting game, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
13, set to kick this one away.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They move the tight end all over. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll try the left side. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten. At this point, you've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were. They knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So, David, to your point, just keep getting better every single week moving